heal so much that a narcissist wouldn't even think to approach you, this video is for you. I know right now you are so afraid that narcissistic abuse is gonna happen again. You're smart, you're self-aware, you're successful, you're like, how did I even get into this situation in the first place? Moment for a very content Ollie in the background. So at this point, you're struggling to trust yourself. You're struggling, will I see it when it happens? And if it happens and I see it, do I trust myself to walk away from it again? As someone who's been through it and has helped dozens of clients get out of it and never repeat the pattern again, I've got you, we can break this. So there are two core elements that I work with clients on to help them shift this. Number one is the awareness of what it looks like from a mile away. I can spot it from a mile away when someone is in the red zone for being narcissistic. So I teach clients the signs and characteristics so they can identify that. And number two is the emotional healing work. Because as you know, even when you see the signs, if you have emotional wounding that you haven't cleared, that is still willing to play with someone narcissistic, that's gonna influence your decisions. And what I mean by that is if you have emotional wounding around chasing love and feeling like you have to earn love, it doesn't even matter if you see that they're narcissistic, a part of your body is gonna go, oh, they're setting the bar. They're wanting me to shapeshift into this. I can do that. I can earn them. I can achieve them. I can get them to want me, get them to like me, get them to choose me. That's why it's not enough just to know the signs. We have to do the emotional healing work so that if they start to charm you, you are not pulled in. You actually are icked out. Emotional wounds that we don't heal are going to influence what partners we're attracted to and what partners we tolerate. So for the high achieving woman, she can be very willing to earn and chase love. She's very willing to prove that she's worthy of being lovable, that she's number one, that she's good enough to be picked and chosen. She will often seek out difficult people to try to get them to choose her and love her in an effort to correct her own wounding of not fully choosing and loving herself. Usually this starts in childhood with caregivers and how they interact with her. She learns if I achieve, if I be a good girl, if I say the right things, if I follow the rules, then I get love. Enter narcissist who lays the rules out on how to be pleasing and she's like, check. I can be that for you. By the way, ask me how I know. That's how I ended up in the dynamic in the first place. The more that you heal and clear this wounding, the less that you are viable prey to a narcissist. And one of the goals is to heal so much that you are deeply in your body so that you're trusting your body when you're feeling something is off here. And to heal your relationship to yourself so much that it raises the standard for who you allow, because you will never accept less than how you treat yourself. That's when you'll start to notice, okay, this isn't good. One of my past clients, I call her Client R, came to me when she had been in a narcissistically abusive, this is under me, relationship 10 years, okay? And she was struggling to release this person. She said, Brie, I've left the relationship, but to be honest, if he reached out again, I would still feel addicted. I would feel like I want his attention. So we worked together for 6 months in private coaching, and what we focused on was learning the signs and characteristics, right? So she could smell it from a mile away, but then also healing her relationship to herself and cleaning up any emotional wounding that was willing to chase love, to earn love, that had fear of rejection, fear of abandonment running, because all those things kind of make you this open, I call them like Swiss cheese holes that someone can hook into and pull you in. So the more that you heal, the more that you trust yourself, the more that you ground into your body, the more that you have clear discernment, the less available you become. And through this process, she became the most secure, radiant version of herself, in love with her life, no longer seeking safety from another person or trying to feel security from another person, nothing like that. She was out of the wounded dynamic. And then when she started dating again, healthy men were coming forward to pursue her until she met her now partner, and they've been together 6+ months. They're looking at rings. They're super happy together. And when the idea of him comes to her, she gets the ick, because she's never going to allow herself to be treated like that again. If this is something that you're struggling with, but you don't know how to break this pattern, for some weird reason, this is my specialty. So make sure you follow me over on Instagram. I do daily stories on things like this all the time, and fill out an application and let's talk about breaking this pattern together.